I think the question is one of what is it that it takes to convince a client, especially a client that might not be as experienced, to work with you versus to work with the $10 client? And what are your experiences personally in being able to close a project? And this is important for both people who are looking to buy digital services and people who are selling them. What are those things that that you should look for as a client that need to match up between you and this new marriage? And you've talked about this, Heather.
Sure. So I think that there's a couple things. One is not to get too obsessively focused on just price as a client. That's one part of the package, but it really has to be a match on a number of fronts. It should be there should be good chemistry. So, you're going to be in this project with each other for 6 months, a year, however long it is. You want to know that you actually want to work with these people, that you've got a compatible culture, work style, that sort of thing. So there should be that chemistry there. I think as a client, you should be looking for a partner with a proven track record. So does this person understand the kind of project that it is that you're doing? Now, when it comes to working with an agency, I don't think that means they necessarily have to have experience with your particular industry. So they don't have to have known exactly, we've worked with your top competitor. I'm not saying that that's important. I think what's important is that if you're looking for a mobile product, that this person has some strong mobile pedigree and really understands that industry. So making sure that that fit is there. And then I think really looking at the proposal and saying, does this partner really seem to get what it is that we're asking for? They haven't just found a way to get to the lowest dollar value, but have they really broken down our request, explained back what we're asking to us in a way that really makes sense and resonates with us? Have they just blindly kind of given us a price for what we've asked for, or have they kind of thought out of the box, maybe suggested other options, or even pushed back in some cases if appropriate? Hey, we don't actually think this is the right solution, but we would recommend this. Is there some critical thinking happening here that makes them a worthwhile partner? And then, of course, on the price and the schedule and so on, I think that some really good points are being raised about agencies that go in with this kind of loss leader. It can be fraught with danger when you work with a partner that you're like, I don't know how they got to this price. This is really cheap. You may get the bait and switch where the A team pitched you and the B team does the work because they can't afford to have the A team on your project. You may find that you thought you were going to have this development team of 10 developers, but it's really 5 working 12-hour days and making a ton of mistakes because those sorts of things might happen. So I think you want to make sure as a client that it's a mutually beneficial partnership, because if it's not and one partner feels like they're losing their shirt on it, it's not really sustainable and you're not going to get the best product out of it. So I think all of those things need to ideally align for it to really be a productive, good partnership.